Hey, look at there. You see him? Well, open your damn eyes then. It's the old-timey down-home country Red State Update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jockey's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And now, here they are, both of them.
Hey, it's Jackie Bros.
Hey, everybody, it's Dunlap.
Doing a special today, right?
We
special.
did a podcast earlier in the week, but when you get, every generation gets its Watergate. That's not true, just the Watergate generation and us. And when you get your own Watergate, it's important to come out and do a podcast. Now it dates us. That makes us different than that. They didn't have podcasts back.
What did they do back then? That's what I want to know.
Got
just
high.
Get high, did drugs. Yeah.
Got high.
Yeah.
Took off their shirts.
Yeah.
And everybody was hairy.
I didn't like that Watergate. I don't like this one. I don't like either one of them.
It needs to be more free love and taking off your shirts for this Watergate.
No, there don't need to be any of that. It's bad enough Trump made it to 60 again. There's a bunch of them out there screaming and hollering. That's bad enough. Which, you know, I usually don't like any kind of protester, but knowing he's in there having to hear that all day, that he's screaming at the TV and then he's screaming at the window. It's back and forth. That's all he's doing. So that I get a little bit of comfort in that, knowing that.
When he's sitting there watching Fox and Friends, he's got the volume turned up so loud because he's 100 years old, he cannot hear the protesters outside.
Yeah.
But supposedly they can hear it. It echoes through the press room. So I'm sure the Breitbart people are like, give me a break.
Don't these people have jobs, yeah.
As oil comes to the surface of their skin.
No, why'd you say it?
Folks, here's what's happening in case you are smart and do not pay attention to the news. Self-care is important.
Yeah.
If you value yourself, you have not been listening to the fact that Donald Eisenhower Trump, what's his middle name?
Hell, I don't know. Donald
Jehoshaphat Trump, our president. Do you know, Jackie, that he is our current president?
I'm reminded of that every damn 5 minutes. He's making damn sure I know it, and not in a good way at all to anybody.
Let's go to the Museum of Freedom, and let's go down the President Walkway. And there's Washington.
Yep.
There's John Adams.
Yep.
Oh, look over there. There's Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
There's Teddy Roosevelt. This might be Mount Rushmore. I'm not sure who else.
It's both, isn't it? Yeah.
Look over there. There's Ronald Reagan. And who's that at the end bringing up the rear of the line of presidents? Donald J. Trump. A president also.
All right, y'all. That's all we really need to say. Is there anything else to say? We can get off here now. Sign off. That's it. Done.
So Donald J. Trump, the president, the current president of the burning light of liberty that the world looks to inspire it and to keep it honest and to say, you know what, things are hard trying to have a freedom. But look at America. If they can do it, we can do it too. The leader of the world's inspiration right now is Donald J. Trump. You've seen him, right? You know what he looks and sounds like.
I don't want to sit. We can talk about how off he is. I don't like talking about what he looks like.
This is how great of a president he is. He got so upset over the injustices that had befallen his rival, Hillary J. Clinton.
He was real concerned about her. He was, that Comey is just not fair. He's not.
Comey was not fair to her. He said, you know what? It's a little sexist.
Yeah.
I think I would have taken Trump for a Bernie bro. I'll be honest. A lot of virtue signaling. But what happened was, turns out he was pantsuit nation all the way.
Yeah.
He said, I'm not going to stand up here and a little white knighting. I'm not going to stand up here and let you talk about Hillary Clinton that way. You work for me. James J. Comey, and he fired that son of a bitch.
Yeah. Didn't like it. This,
And they said, why are you firing? Now, wait a minute. This doesn't have anything to do with you being under investigation for being in bed with the Russians, Russian collusion.
Yeah.
What is, do you know what people say collusion a lot?
Collusion, yeah. Y'all colluded together or something.
Do you know what that?
It's just all of you bundled up, collusions. Y'all colluded in a huddle or something, right?
There's probably money involved.
Well, yeah.
Oh, and hookers paying on people.
Oh, I don't hearing about that once was fun. I don't run the head all the damn time.
So he's under investigation for that, and some assholes said, well, wait a minute. Is this because you under investigation and the head of the FBI investigating you? Is that why you did this? And Donald J. Trump said, no. He was doing a bad job. And if there's anything that the Trump administration cannot stand,
if somebody not, fit for he fired Pete. That's what he did all the time. You did the job right.
You're
and you got
fired.
Yeah.
You're fired.
Yeah, you're fired.
Remember that one episode where he fired everybody and they started over with a whole new cast of losers?
Oh, I never did watch it, but I read about it, heard about it. Yeah,
I didn't watch it either.
Yeah, somebody showed me something. Anytime Gary Busey on something, it's worth looking at. Who the hell? Meatloaf, one of them.
Did he fire both of them?
Hell, I think so, yeah.
Gary Busey seems like the kind of guy that, like, you're fired, but you know what? Come over here on this side of the table. You're going to work for me. Put him in a chauffeur cap, but don't let him drive.
Don't let him drive you anywhere. Hell no.
Just for looks. Well, didn't he have one of his henchmen fire Comey?
He sent, one of his, security, whatever that is.
Folks,
yeah.
we were in New Hampshire in the snow for you, our listeners and viewers, back when we did things you could see. We went to New Hampshire and we seen Trump's henchmen in the flesh. There was a lot of flesh.
It's like superhero movie or something. It's like he got all of them big, yeah.
And they all talked in just different tones of Otis. Whatever you say, Mr. Trump. Whatever you say, Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Just like they had a Casio, they recorded that line on a Casio keyboard with somebody from the Bronx, and they just like, whatever you say, Mr. Trump. Whatever you say, Mr. Trump. Arf, arf. And then a dog.
A dog. But these big men, they do all of his business. Like, first time seen henchmen. I thought that was something like it said in the funny books, comic book, something.
But we seen it.
No,
it
it's real. It's real.
And he was probably like Tony R.
Yeah.
Not Tony W., Tony R. Go fire Comey. Whatever you say, Mr. Trump.
Well, before that fella could get to him, he saw it on TV, right? Comey was watching TV and saw he lost his job.
Well, he wasn't watching TV. That's Trump. Trump is the one that watches TV when he should be doing other things like freedoming. Comey was giving a speech to FBI agents in California, like trying to say, look, I know things look bad. Things are real. Look, they're shitty. I'm mildly nauseous when I think about how shitty things are.
Oh, bless his heart, yeah.
I hope he got some fucking Tums, because he is going to need them. He went from mildly nauseous to stand by me real fast.
Well, there's something, he saw something not too long ago saying, I'm going to be around for 6 more years. You know, remember that going around.
They appoint them for 10 years, I guess. That way it's nonpartisan. They serve Republicans and Democrats.
It sounded like he being almost cocky. I'm going to be around for 6 more years. You know, he was saying it. Seemed like he was saying it that way. He's big,
that's why he was nauseous.
He's about 6'8", I hear.
Yeah, he got a big stomach.
He don't look that big on the TV, but I guess he's a giant.
They don't live long either if you get up that height. So I'm a little worried about him.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he's mildly nauseous, because I thought at the time, like, well, if I affected the United States election so that Donald Trump won, I'd be a little more than mildly nauseous. But I think because his stomach is so long and stretched out that it'd probably be regular nauseous for just about anybody else. He's 6'8". I mean, that's like
That's big. Yeah, it's tall.
like a damn. Who does the Harlem Globetrotters play against?
I don't know. I always think tall will think Adam's Family Lurch.
Yeah, he's like a befuddled dumbass Lurch.
Yeah.
Like if Lurch really cared about doing the right thing, but was always wrong about what the right thing was.
Yeah. Yep. If you had to fire Lurch, now let's all be honest here, not to defend him.
Yeah.
You'd send somebody. You wouldn't go to his face and fire
Like
Lurch.
Gomez be like, cousin it, go tell Lurch to pack his bags.
He would never do that to
No,
him.
Gomez was
He
nice.
was good, man. Yeah, well, I mean, they were weird, strange, but good heart underneath, and I think that's due to that. That's why that show was successful.
Well, because it's about family.
Yeah.
Family.
Strange as they are, yeah. If a vampires or Frankenstein, it don't matter what it is.
Think about if you a vampire and you a Frankenstein. That's why I don't like the underworld movies, because they got them fighting. But in real life, if you was a vampire,
You'd have something in common. You'd want to get along with them. You wouldn't want to be like, I got it rough too.
The world's telling us we're enemies, but as far as I'm concerned, you're my brother.
Yeah.
Or my sister.
Yep.
That'd be hot, wouldn't it? Like a little.
All right, don't make it that way. I wasn't.
I wish they'd get this universal connected universe movies going so we could get some porn parodies where a mummy fucks a Frankenstein.
Hey, watch your mouth. They want them to like each other. Don't want them doing that.
Oh, what under bandages?
No.
Like, take a look at these.
All right. That's
Green boy.
No, those movies for young is back black and white days. You making them like that. No.
That was back then. Stuff for youngins stayed for youngins. Nowadays, stuff for you like when you were young and you like it when you were olden too.
No, I don't want to watch it monsters do what you were saying.
You put away childish things, but now that's why people like to watch like porn parodies of Jason of Star Command.
Don't care about why they watch that stuff. I don't want to know anything about it.
So, monstrously tall, really bad FBI Director James Comey was bumbling ahead with his investigation into Trump's collusion with Russia.
Now, he wanted more money, they said here just
I guess
a little while
he said
ago.
he'd come out.
Ain't got enough money to prove you know.
Who does he ask for money, Trump? Does he go, well, Mr. Trump? I don't know how he talks now. I guess now because he's so tall, he's just like, can I have some more money?
I don't know.
Is that a tall voice? Where am I getting that from?
Almost sound like
Simpsons?
the henchman voice.
Sound
Similar to me.
No, a henchman voice. Oh, when it gets slowed down. Yeah.
With a low voice, yeah.
Yeah. Also, Mitch McConnell, a little bit of that when you do a turtle voice, it sounds a little bit like that. So what would be the voice of a really tall
Green Giant. Ho, 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 remember?
More money.
Yeah.
Well, no wonder. Let me tell you something. Okay, maybe Trump is right. Now, we all know this is new Watergate. He's under investigation. He's so stupid, he thought he could fool everybody by saying, well, everybody hates Comey right now because he's a damn idiot. Comey's so dumb, Trump recognized he was dumb, but Trump is so dumb, he thought he could fire Comey, and America's so dumb, they'd be like, well, good thing he wasn't investigating anything important and we got rid of that. Like, everybody's... It's just so dumb. They're just so dumb.
Everybody dumb. I don't like any of them. I don't.
Well, where was I going with this?
I don't know.
Comey he got fired. He's dumb.
Comey's dumb. Trump's dumb. They thought American people was dumb, the press was dumb, nobody cared.
He asked for more money.
He want more money. I'm not going to be able to nail you to the wall.
Yes, if he had to ask Trump, maybe you should try to get money. Could he have taken out a loan?
Hell, I don't know how that works.
Because if you go to Trump and ask for more money to make him look bad, even if he doesn't go to jail.
Hell, there's carpenters he ain't paid yet. You think he's going to give money to the damn FBI?
If he hasn't paid Sal's wallpaper crew. Now, if Comey had come to him and said, I need some more, what is it? I need some more money. to make you look good. Like if he'd said, maybe I need more money to get some medals to pin on you after we prove your innocence.
Yeah.
From collusion.
Well, now, Trump said in his letter, 3 times on 3 different occasions. Made sure he said it 3 times. Is that as if that answers a wish or something? What did he say on 3 different occasions? You said you were not, you was not investigating me. I was not under investigation or something.
He's so tall, maybe he thought he was some sort of genie.
Didn't he say 3 times?
He said 3 times.
On 3 different occasions.
I think the letter actually says, "Oh, magical Comey." On 3 separate occasions, I called you forth, and you vowed.
You wished upon me innocence.
Oh, Trump.
Well, now everybody see this all starting. I'm old enough to remember Watergate, and I'll be first to admit I like Nixon there first, and I think he let us all down. But everybody
you
now,
think?
Well, yeah, I think. So some people still like him, hell, but he lied bigger than hell, and if he'd have come out, and I see that's why the dumbness is always what gets people. I don't think necessarily there's a huge cover up or anything. It's either that or they just that stupid and didn't think anybody cared that they did this. And neither one of those needs to be president. Neither one.
I can't believe that Trump could be so stupid as to think that. So you're saying either he thinks he pulled one over on us or he thinks that nobody's going to give a shit. He might be right about nobody giving a shit because that got him into the White House.
Well, yeah.
But if he thinks he's pulling one over on us, that's what they said, right? That's what there was an article in Politico. Dan Bass was saying last night that
they can't believe that. They can't believe everybody's acting like this.
They thought this was a win. They thought, well, we're going to fire Comey. Everybody's going to be thrilled.
No.
And then this morning, Trump had to go on a tweet rampage. That's how bad it was.
Well, I say now what it was on Tuesday this time years ago. It's Saturday
massacre.
He fired the Attorney General.
Special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor. He fired somebody. Somebody trying to look at him, investigate him. I'm getting rid of him now. Trump's fired 3 different people so far. That's
only
what some people
that are investigating.
That's what it looks like, and he sure does look that way. Because everybody says something about it, they're gone for too long. And he never does it to the face either. He never calls them to his office.
No, Comey was giving a speech in front of some TVs. First off, that's a bad way to give a speech because people are going to get distracted by the TV.
Yeah, you shouldn't have. Yeah,
you could be the best TED talker alive, but if you got a TV behind you.
Well, in his defense, he's 6'8". He's tall. That gets people's attention. For a little while, that'll hold their attention. Eventually, something will come on TV, somebody walks. But when a giant walks in the room, everybody yeah.
So he was standing in front of a TV, and then people started noticing the special report, Comey fired behind him. I heard, one article I read today said the FBI agents were crying.
What?
Trump made the FBI cry.
What are they doing in the FBI? You don't get in the FBI if you cry. You need a tough job.
It's FBI, not FBI cry.
Well, yeah.
Look, if your boss got fired, you're poor, sick, boss, tall, got the tall sickness. If he got fired, what would you do?
Yeah.
You feel sorry for him anyway. Up there. Try. Hey, Comey. Let's just say he didn't have a great run. No. I don't know if this investigation would have turned out that great for anyone involved. He would have fucked this up so that no one got a good outcome. I don't know how.
You got to hand somebody when you get every single body to hate you. Every side, every angle. That takes some doing in this day and age. It does. So hand it to him for that.
Wait, listen.
Huh? There it goes, yeah.
You hear that siren?
I do, yeah.
Having Watergate nights down at Longhorn's Dancing Parlor.
Oh, now, that's just, I ain't going down there for that. I live through it. They think it's cute and funny to say that. Go down and get drunk and Watergate night. But I lived through that. And granted, we did drink a lot, or I did anyway, through that. Some people, like you said, is out there smoking a reefer, rolling around doing all the drugs.
I had the pull-top cans.
Yeah. Back in.
Old-timey cans.
Yeah, old-timey can.
You just drive down the road drinking beer, throwing them cans out the window.
Well, if you did, you just be careful about it, yeah, but still, yeah.
But that was back then, not now.
Not now, no. Now, the thing's unfair, a lot of comparisons, like a what old Nixon museum, which we got to go to one time. We was out California, out that ways, and we went to old Nixon Museum.
Went to the Reagan Museum.
Went to Reagan.
And we also went to the Nixon Museum.
Well, if it's in the same area, they don't want.
Why would you go to one and not the other?
There you go. So that's where we went down there. I remember that. But they got mad saying now Nixon never did fire a head of FBI. Quit. Like Nixon does not want to be compared to Trump. Whoever the Nixon's people do not like it.
Although Kissinger will talk to him.
Well, Kissinger talk to anybody.
He doesn't know where he is.
He don't know where the hell. He'll talk to anybody. You take he went straight from there right back to the old phone. Didn't know the damn old folks home. Didn't know the difference.
Everybody, they wheel him into a room, and he's just like, please forgive me. Please forgive me. Absolve me. Absolve me.
Wheel him on out, yeah.
Trump just sits there and laugh at him.
Now, in the Nixon,
funny little gnome.
In the Nixon's museum's defense of Nixon, there are a lot of differences, I think, between Nixon and Trump. People just think, oh, crook is a crook sort of thing, but there's big differences that I think between. I think it's not fair either. Compare old Trump to Nixon or vice versa. I don't think there's a lot of differences.
What are the differences? There aren't no differences, or there
are differences. The thing it's like what they both paranoid. That's true.
That's true.
But look, what Nixon, no matter what you say, whatever decisions he made, bad decisions and crazy paranoid, that sort of thing. Yeah, but he was smart. He knew how to, he was intelligent. He knew he did some good
crazy
things.
But smart.
There you go.
As opposed to crazy but dumb.
Dumb and yeah, that's see what's happening? Now Nixon did a dumb thing, but he didn't do all dumb things. But like we're saying now, this is how on a number of dumb things, and the people keep reminding us, oh, it's just it ain't but what? Wait, but 6 months into this,
there's no way he's gonna make it.
How the hell? What number is this now? This may be the dumbest, or
This is pretty dumb.
This is real dumb, but it's on a list. There's a lot of other dumb things behind it.
If he makes it out of here with his reputation as high as Nixon's was when he got on that helicopter, he will be doing a real good job.
He'll be doing a good job, yeah.
I mean, I can't believe he talked with Kissinger. It's like, they're saying it's like Watergate, and then he's talking to Kissinger. And next they're going to be putting burnt orange carpet in the Oval Office.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Put some John Denver on an 8-track. That would be good, though.
I like John Denver, yeah. Thank God I'm a country boy. Remember that one?
Well, I got my old wife and I got my old fiddle. Sun's coming up, I got cakes on the griddle.
Thank God I'm a country boy. Yeah. Now, that got me through many a night during Watergate, really. Now, what I listened to today, what the hell I got? Nothing. Put on John Denver again. It's just saying, nothing today comes out I like.
John Denver. Why was John Denver popular? Because he was the exact opposite of Nixon.
Oh, yeah.
In every way. Who was the opposite of Trump?
Hell, I don't know what opposite of Trump.
We need the exact opposite of Trump, and we need to sit them down and stare at them for a little while.
Exact opposite. So they got to be poor, first off.
Yep. They've got to be not nauseating to look at.
Well, I would hope, yeah. I'd hope, yeah.
Smart.
Well, yeah. If it's opposite, yeah. Have some brains.
Humble.
There's something that's definitely, yeah, humble.
Was John Denver humble? Maybe John Denver's like John Denver if he lost all his money.
Well, now, John Denver now, Now, he had a problem with was alcohol. I'm sure he's a nice man otherwise, but I think a lot of times he'd mean as hell to people drunk and as hell later on. No, it ain't funny. I don't know what's funny.
I mean, just
it might have
imagine
been if you was in a restaurant back in the 70s and you saw him get up and smack somebody, you'd laugh. Yes, you would. But if you was a person getting slapped, you wouldn't, and we shouldn't condone that behavior. But back in, if I saw him get up or, grab a hold of somebody, a clerk in a hotel, jerk him, shake him or something like that, I'd probably giggle a little bit. Yeah.
So, what are we looking at here, Jackie? FBI Director Christie?
Oh, hell no. That'd be the last. He ain't going to look at him like that. He'd have to look at him all the time. No. Trump doesn't. No.
It's funny, as unappealing as Trump is to look at for most of us, Trump also has very high standards for the beauty of folks he has to gaze upon.
Absolutely. Now, he first thing he'd say, of course, FBI, you got to be fit, or you got to run laps, things like that. And, Christie ain't ever done that. He don't know the first thing about how to do that.
You got to make it through an obstacle course, not the third course of a meal.
Yeah. Like, what's her name? Silence of the Lamb. Little girl.
Yeah, Trump probably watched Silence of the Lambs and watched her in her sweat. First of all, you're not going to find a sweatsuit big enough for Christie anymore.
They don't make them no more, no.
You're not going to find that much terry cloth. And then, if he showed up at Buffalo Bill's house, he wouldn't even be able to, like Buffalo Bill wouldn't have to block the door. He wouldn't be able to get in the door.
Well, also, that's what Buffalo Bill, remember, he liked that. He'd be looking at him going, look, I'm going to wear you. I can't wait to get you.
Can you imagine Buffalo Bill's erection looking at
don't say
Chris
it like
Christie's
that.
Buttery soft skin?
Don't say it, but if he went over to his house and asked him if he knew, somebody, he'd just be like, well, yeah, I know. She's downstairs. Come on in. And he'd just turn around and knock a hell, what the hell Chris Christie going to do? Hell, Buffalo Bill get 2 more people just like him. They'd all fit inside of him, walk around, and do that stuff they do.
What do they do?
I don't know. Does it matter after you put a human skin all over you? Does it matter what you do? I don't want to know. It stops right there. I don't want to know what happens. That's bad enough. Whatever it is, it ain't good. I know that much.
What about Giuliani? You think he's going to be FBI director?
Oh, hell, good
Rudolph
God.
J. Giuliani.
Now, he was meeting with him last night, right? Didn't they go over to his...
Was that his night, Kissinger than Giuliani? Is that like what? Who we got for tonight?
I do not know who I feel the worst for in every three of those scenarios.
Tony M. Who's on the agenda for tonight? Well, boss, you got Harry Kissinger, then you got we're gonna get Rudy Giuliani who wants to stop by for a second. How bad?
Now, he'd like hanging out with Rudy Giuliani a lot more because Rudy Giuliani ought to be kissing his rear end the whole conversation.
They sit there. Bring Rudy's chair in, and they sit there side by side. And Lazy Boys, they turn the lights off. They bring some chips out, and they sit there and gum on some chips and watch Fox News. Watch Sean Hannity say that the big question is, will the new FBI director have the guts to go after Hillary Clinton? Listen to that. You hear that siren?
Yeah.
Watergate night down at Longhorn
now.
Dancing, because they're doing all the early disco hits.
See, they supposed to dress up like a 70s time. You know they're going to be fights all damn night. People just drunk. Because some people going to show up and not know it was Watergate night and see all the people dressed like that and get drunk and get mad and vice versa.
Are they mad because people are dressed like that, or they forgot to dress up themselves?
Either one don't make a difference. The more you stew on it and drink, you gonna hit somebody eventually. We'll be hearing signs the whole time of doing this, probably.
Just tomorrow morning, it's just going to be bloody polyester everywhere you look.
That store down the street. It used to be on the other side of me in the other store I worked in. Now I work in this store.
The
other direction. They're hearing them go that way.
Then he met with Russia. I guess, I don't know who's scheduling these things. Let me just say, if I ran Trump's calendar And he's like, here's what I need you to fit these things in. Fire Comey, meet with Russia, meet with Kissinger, meet with Giuliani. But do it in an inconspicuous way.
Yeah.
I'd probably change the order up a little bit so that Fire Comey maybe comes after all the other things.
This is real, too. Everything we're talking about right now is real.
Yes.
Are you sure? Am I going senile? Is Alzheimer's hit me? I just want to make sure.
I would love nothing more than to be in the snow globe world of your dementia, but I think this is actually real life.
Well, yeah.
So he met with Russia. Russia was kind of mocking us.
Now, tell me, is this true now? This is what I heard about this. When it met Russia, all the Russia news, which we know is not real news.
Right.
And I ain't, by saying that, I ain't necessarily, saying that our news is good. But, there's a difference. But when it met with the Russians, the Russian news was allowed to be in there, but nobody from here. Now, American press out the door.
Yeah, you can't. The American press couldn't come in, but the Russian press could come in. Fox News, they're on Trump's side.
Well, of course they are. That's how this works.
And RT, Russian television, Russian J television, is also on Trump's side.
Well, that's a big surprise.
Everyone else pretty astonished that this happened. I don't think he would have done this if he didn't think it was going to be a win. Because they would have prefaced it. They would have started prepping it a little bit. They would have floated it a little bit. We would have heard it was coming. He thought he could get away. He thought I don't know if it's more frightening for him just to do it nefariously and not care, or for him to think it was a good idea and everyone was going to love him for it. And I guess he thinks that people really don't care about the Russia thing. So does that mean that now he's realizing people do care about the Russia thing? Or is he going further in denial? Or does he think about things for more than 2 seconds?
I'm about to say, he's not going to learn anything from anything. Whatever experiences he's already gone through, you think he would have learned something in 70-something years. No.
Hey, I don't know they say that, you can learn another language best when you're like 4 or 5 years old, young, when your brain's young, supple, pliant.
Wow.
I don't know when the last time that Donald Trump could easily learn a lesson.
Oh, those days. I don't think they ever were. First off, but if there ever was, that's long, long gone. Yeah, sure.
No, he's just gonna get meaner and crazier, make less sense.
The only thing he can retain all day through his busy work week being president is what they said on Fox, morning show, Fox and Friends.
It is funny to think about him just being blindsided by everybody being mad at him and him sitting there screaming at the TV more than usual.
All them hippies out front hollering at him. All TV hollering at him.
They're subpoenaing, as we started recording this, they are Senate Intelligence Committee wants to see the receipts. This is BuzzFeed's headline. On former Trump advisor Michael Flynn's dealings with Russia. Senate Intelligence Committee subpoenas documents from Michael Flynn and Russia probe after Flynn declines to cooperate. Yes. Fox News, subpoenas issued. They didn't even give a little funny twist of a headline on this alert. Senate panel orders former Trump National Security Advisor Flynn to hand over Russia-related documents. So I guess we're going to find a few more things out. I don't have any hope that people are going to continue to care about this. I don't know that this is going to unite the country in outrage. I don't know that Donald Trump is on his way out the door.
I don't know nothing since he won the damn presidency. I don't know nothing.
But here's what we have to take solace in. He's real mad right now.
Yeah.
He's real upset.
Yeah.
Spicer? Is Spicer on his way out the
Who's
door?
he scream at the most, you reckon? When, that one of them's in there? Priebus?
Yeah, Priebus.
Yeah, he gets it, yeah.
I'm surprised he hasn't hired Chris Christie just to be somebody he yells at.
Yeah. Well, that's what maybe he will be head of FBI then. Maybe I was wrong.
Priebus probably gets yelled at. I don't know about Bannon. Supposedly he yelled at Bannon, but I can't tell.
Well, he probably yelled. Bannon gets mad, leaves, slams the door, and I'm sorry I didn't mean, that's going on all day. Well, no, I'm sorry it's not coming out of Trump's mouth, but the others,
So who's in charge over there at the White House?
You got me.
None of this may.
See, that when you say that explains the optics of all this. That explains to me more than any kind of cover-up, whatever it is, what you just said there. Nobody. Somebody made the appointment with Kessler. Somebody made Russia. He decided probably to fire Comey, 30 minutes before he did it. Nobody.
They didn't know. Who knew that he was firing Comey before he fired Comey? Because the White House was running around scrambling like damn Watergate chickens.
Yeah.
With their heads bitten off by G. Gordon Liddy.
Run around, yeah.
And then Sean Spicer had to jump into damn bushes instead of answering questions, as is his job. But his job is not to wing it. His job is for them, Trump or somebody,
to tell him what he's supposed to be talking about.
Right.
That you know what's going on when you go out there. He don't know, like everybody else in this administration, none of them know.
If I was Sean Spicer, I would have tried to jump in the bushes and try to see if that hedgerow made it to freedom. Like a damn deer finding that one stretch of trees that goes all around like the highway so you can, without having to go through a field and get picked off by a poacher. Is that what you call them?
Hell, yeah, I guess. I don't know.
A squirrel just jumping from tree to tree. A little Sean Spicer squirrel. Like, I'm going to make it out of here this time. He may have made it out of here because I had Sarah, what's her name? Sara Huckabee.
Yeah.
Something.
Her last name, I don't know.
Bruckmeister Fuller.
Whatever
Sarah
it is.
Huckabee Bruckmeister Fuller was out there.
There's rumors going around that like her better than Spicer. And he may be out there. And I'm going to be honest right now. He is somebody I will miss. I will miss watching him. That's usually, it makes you mad a little bit, but then you get to giggling. You go, nobody else in the administration usually. I just stay mad. When I watch him, I get mad, and I laugh a little bit, and then you get mad again, and, go back and forth. Everybody else just awful all the time, including Huckabee's daughter.
Well, she won't last not that long either.
No.
We'll have like 3-4 more this year.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
We're going to have a revolving cast of press secretaries under Trump. So it'll be good. It'll keep things fresh. That way you don't get too attached to anybody.
I'd like to see if I do that, bring Spicer back later on. Didn't they do that on that show, Apprentice show? Didn't some people come back on?
Oh, they could have like press secretary all-stars.
Yeah.
Have
back
Spicer
around,
come back, Sara Huckabee.
I'll really miss him by then, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you got to... Sean Spicer is a textbook case of someone you can get too much of. Sean Spicer is somebody you want to see every few months tops.
Yeah.
I saw the other day, Sean Spicer. Oh, that's great. As opposed to, who's been staying with me for a couple months on my couch? Sean Spicer, which is about to happen to somebody.
Yeah, bless your heart.
That's our country, folks. Can we just rename this podcast? That's our country.
If it's still country, I guess you can. I don't know. What is it? Nobody's going to do anything about it so far. People mad as hell. Today's the first day. Like I said, I don't understand anything. A week from now, nobody be talking about this, as far as I know.
Yeah, it may all be over.
I don't know.
Now, nobody's talking about Kushner's sister selling whatever, visas and access and...
Yeah. I mean, there's so many things. What thing you going to get, this is what it is today.
I won't even remember that James Comey is 7'3" tall.
He tall man, giant, yeah. Big man.
Fired.
He out the door, yeah. Who's next? I don't know.
Can he come in and testify now?
Well, someone's going to find out real quick, yeah.
Because he knows everything, but is he
They'll
still
they
under? I guess
they
stuff is classified.
They
But
subpoena him. If he ain't working there anymore, maybe he can say whatever the hell he wants to. I don't know how that works. That's and I guarantee you, Trump don't either. So who the hell knows? As to what they was mad about, all the leaks coming out of the FBI and all, or who they thought was the FBI of this. This is not the way to stop that. If there's somebody trying to
if
help
you making FBI agents cry,
yeah,
you've already made them leak.
yeah.
He liked that one.
That's funny, huh?
Really?
Cry, leak, water, yeah.
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 That was a good pun, political pun. Oh,
Hey,
Mark Russell.
Every now and then you get one, yeah.
Really?
Who was the man who used to bang on the piano and sing
That's
about
Mark
politics?
Russell.
Is that Mark Russell? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he could sing at least.
He'd have song.
Sort of sing. He'd
Well,
talk it.
but
Old
he'd do
ragtime,
like-
old ragtime this, old ragtime that, Republican, old ragtime.
Making the
Democrat,
FBI fucking leak.
Hey, he didn't say that. I know that. He didn't say.
Well, maybe he should have. He'd be around today. Is he around today?
That's who I won't listen to, even though I get a little sick of ragtime sort of stuff. If John Denver's gone, if he's still around, ask your phone if he's dead.
Is political satirist Mark Russell dead?
Okay, I found this on the web for his political satirist Mark Ruffalo, David.
Ruffalo.
Huh.
Who's Ruffalo's?
Mark Ruffalo, Mark Russell comedy special on YouTube from April 1988. That's clip of the week.
Oh yeah, clip of the week. Oh, if you like ragtime songs, the old Washington rag.
For political satirist Mark Russell.
Okay, here's his Wikipedia. No, markrussell.net.
Yeah. Well, is he dead or alive?
Hang on. I have to pull it up. He is 84 years old.
Well, there you go. If he's still, if Kissinger can go sit with Trump, and he surely can, somebody prop him up piano and let him bang on it, sing about the FBI a little bit.
That would be funny. Trump might even think that's funny. If I made you laugh.
What's that thing we go to? They want us to come to it again. I don't know if we're going to go or not.
Politicon.
But yeah, out Los Angeles. That's something they need to think about. Kissinger and him going,
Should we tell Politicon to see what Mark Russell's doing? Mark Russell's 84 years old. I don't know if he's traveling.
Well, if it does, where's he live at? Probably Washington, D.C., I bet.
I bet he does.
Yeah.
I bet he does.
It's in your blood. You can't get out of that. Yeah, you can't get away. Yeah.
We don't know who. On Twitter, I tweeted that Trump's new pick for FBI director would be Trump in sunglasses and a trench coat, calling himself Sonny Trocadero with a little magnifying glass looking at women's breasts.
Hey.
But then I got worried that a lot of people, so I searched like trench coat, and a lot of people made that same joke. Then I wanted to say something about Comey being like Ned Stark in his dumb honor and ruining everything and getting his head chopped off. And then Barron would be like Joffrey. We wind up with President Barron, but people had made that joke too.
Who?
It's hard. I don't even know. Should you spend the time to look up on Twitter how many other people have made the lame joke? Like, I would tweet a lot more if I just didn't Google it. I'm going to say tweeting a lot more is a bad thing for everyone.
It definitely is for president. The only man, the man who should have been president was the best twitters that ever was. That's old Fred Thompson. And somebody still, in his honor, still, putting stuff up on it. Hopefully it's old sayings of his. But nothing pleased me more.
Like
nothing warmed my heart better than old Fred. Because I didn't care nothing about Googles or Twitters or YouTube, none of it. I wouldn't look at it. But when I found that old Fred Thompson's on there, He always always good for a laugh, always funny and insightful, and it was something we just don't have anymore in politics. I say that right now.
So like we were saying, folks, there's a lot of bad stuff happening these days, and it's hard to keep track of which is the worst thing, but so many bad things happen all at the same time. And I don't want to spend all our time talking about Trump firing the FBI director while he's under investigation by the FBI. Because wouldn't people who said, like Mitch McConnell coming out and defending Donald Trump and saying, well, the Democrats were saying the other day how awful he is. But the people who defend him don't mention the Russia thing unless they say that nobody cares about the Russia thing and the Russia thing.
That's all. Yeah, that's all I got to say about it. They don't care about it. Nobody else does. Why should I bring it up? Yeah. But I'm going to tell you right now, listen to me. All of that's gonna dry up at some point. I don't know if it's going to be over this, but it'll be over something. There'll be something where you realize defending him and sticking with him don't do you no good, or it does you more harm than good.
Well, that's what happened to Nixon, right? They figured
Well, they had to. He had people, supporting him for a while, but eventually, good Lord.
So if you start putting Trump people in jail, which might be about to start happening,
yeah,
then
you don't want to go to jail, first off.
You don't want to go to jail. You want to win your election.
Yep, that's a big thing.
His approval rating keeps going down. I don't think this is going to help it.
No, this ain't.
But what the fuck do I know? I see people on damn Facebook, a bunch of damn hippies saying, "Here it comes. Trump's on his way out."
Oh hell no! I ain't believe that. What I mean,
get your impeaching shoes on.
That's what they've been saying. We thought this when Flynn. Well, that's it right there. Hell, there it is. Hell, no, it ain't. That's what everybody's saying. Now it's time. Watch it. Nah, hell, I don't know nothing. Ain't nobody gonna do a damn thing about it.
We will wake up one day before it gets too bad, and Trump will have sent out a tweet saying that he just quit. And that'll be how it ends.
That'll be it. Oh, he'll have a stroke, something like that,
Yeah, well, I mean, God forbid.
I don't want to have a stroke, but,
allegedly.
He's up in age, and,
And yelling at the TV, and people outside yell, that's damn, he says torture works. Well, they got damn hippies yelling at you. Can you imagine?
Yeah. He ain't in good shape either. You can look at him and tell he's not.
When I stand outside your window at night yelling at you drunk, you get mad real fast.
Well, yeah, I do. Hell yeah, I do. It don't take but 2 words come out of your damn mouth. I'm trying to sleep.
Especially if those words are, fuck you.
Hey, watch it. I ain't going to listen to it at 4 in the morning. I ain't going to listen to it right here, right now.
Folks, as I was saying, so many awful things happen these days. You got to stay alert. You got to listen. You got to focus. Can't lose the thread, but you can't it can't be all Trump all the time. The world is awful in a lot of different ways. Yeah. Ain't no good news, Jackie.
I know that. Ain't been for a long time.
So the other horrible,
just worse news,
tragedy
worse
that we need to cover is, talk about having a stroke, Jackie. I don't know if you can handle this. Aside from the fact that Trump fired the FBI director as he's under investigation by the FBI, Florida-Georgia line is opening a restaurant in Nashville.
Who is?
Florida-Georgia line.
Oh.
Look at here. Here's their picture.
Hey, they ride on trucks or something, right? In a video country. It's supposed to be country. It's supposed to be country. I don't know.
I've heard them say that.
But I ain't ever heard it. Somebody tried to say, oh, well, you like them, they're country. I said, what is country about that? But aside from a semi-truck.
Well, they're a multi-platinum duo, Jackie.
Well, that don't surprise me. Don't mean nothing to me either, though.
Brian Kelly and Tyler Hubbard.
Who?
They're ready to roll.
What? It ain't but 2 of them?
Are opening their very own 4-level. Yeah, I think they have a lot of guests. 4-level restaurant and entertainment venue called FGL House.
And that's just what some of them do. You country people, they open up where's it? Is it in Nashville? Where's it going to be?
It's in Nashville. They say it's in Sobro, which is, where else would it be? That's south of Broadway. They have a little nickname for it.
Yeah.
Is that right? South of Broadway?
Hell, I don't know.
It's a place you really want to take your time with and check out every detail, says these people who can't even sing, let alone be trusted to cook food. Would you want to eat something these people?
They ain't cooking it. No, I don't. What kind of food is it? What is it? Do they have a kind of a style of food? Is it Tex-Mex? Is it what chili? What is it?
It's gonna be. We have a knack for food and beverage, taking care of our friends and our people. They tell People magazine. It was something BK and I always thought would be neat, whether it was a bar or a restaurant. We talked about opening a coffee shop before.
Florida Georgia Line Coffee.
Florida,
like
Georgia Line.
With the name of the band, or just them two before they were successful.
Maybe even when they were successful, they were like, "How long can we keep this charade going? Why don't we just?"
Yeah, but need to invest in something. Yeah.
But see, that was. Now we live in this post-Trump era where there's no such thing as a fraud or a fake. Now that back then, maybe there was a point pre-Trump where they were like, "Oh, people are going to see through us. Let's just move, hold me, and let's listen. Hear me out. Let's move somewhere and just open a coffee shop. Let's just forget whatever the fuck it is we're trying to do."
Hey, watch your mouth.
Each level of the 22,000 square foot venue, which was developed in partnership with the LRC group, this is country as fuck.
Hey.
This is real country.
Watch your mouth.
Hank 3 can suck my dick.
Hey! I'll get up, walk out of here right now. I ain't gonna listen to you talk
We'll
like
feature a
that.
different vibe, and the menus will feature a little bit of everything, including cocktails made with their Old Camp whiskey.
Old Camp whiskey.
They make their own whiskey.
Okay.
Gluten-free flatbreads.
What?
Fuck,
This
Johnny
is-
Cash is looking down from heaven saying, "Well, shit, I guess I wasted my fucking life."
Hey. He's looking down. You can't stop vomiting in heaven. They ain't cut.
Roy Acuff is saying, the road to gluten-free flatbreads ran right through me.
This is in Nashville, Music City, and there's a supposedly country something
Yes.
opening a restaurant
Yes.
that they want to be successful
Uh-huh.
with gluten-free flatbread.
Yes.
All right.
Burger
Yeah.
sandwiches, steak and fish, plus the exact same salads the band's chef makes them on the road. Let me tell you something. When David Allen Coe got through eating the fucking salad his chef made for him on
Hey.
the road.
Watch your mouth.
The rooftop will feature I'm reading this. This is from People magazine. The rooftop will, just in case your day wasn't bad enough, the rooftop will feature an all-day. I don't know who the new director of the FBI is going to be, but I hope they look into this first thing.
Yeah.
The rooftop will feature an all-day and all-night party with views of music, an all-day and all-night party, and a huge dance floor and stage for people to enjoy into the late hours of the evening.
Man.
For a more relaxed environment, people can get a cocktail in the basement-level lounge that features a vintage vibe and a baby grand piano.
What?
Moon Mullican. The first floor will feature a massive wall that will showcase the latest videos from the band on a loop.
Oh, hell. No one's going to eat to that. How can anybody sit down and eat while that's going on? I don't care how if they somehow made the gluten-fat bread taste delicious, like the best thing I ever ate in my life, I wouldn't go get it because I'd have to look at that.
Nobody's going to make it through the appetizers. Can you box these tater skins up? I got to get the fuck out of here.
I think, watch your mouth. Don't say it like that.
It's a place you really want it. This is him talking again. It's a place you really want to take your time with and check out every detail, Kelly says. Around every corner, there's something different, a different vibe, a different feeling. It's like a haunted house with shitty food and these two assholes. We got different pictures, local work of art, graffiti.
Graffitis?
Graffiti bridge better than this. It's a really cool place. We really do believe, like with our whiskey and our songs. Oh, man.
Like with the whiskey. This is going to be to restaurants what it is with the whiskeys to the songs.
You'll really, really get to know Tyler and me even more.
Do you think if when they wrote these songs, they said, all right, we wrote these songs, but you know what? These songs do not work by themselves. We are going to need to make whiskey as well, because there's no other way.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say this whiskey is the worst goddamn whiskey in the fucking world.
I would drink. Watch it. Don't say it like that. And I don't care how drunk you get me. I could drink 4 bottles of that awful whiskey. If you put on Georgia line, whatever the hell it is, that's just going to make me meaner.
I would love nothing more to be surprised and find out that Florida Georgia Line's whiskey is awesome.
Who's had some? I don't know. I didn't know it existed.
We want our fans to feel like we're saying, welcome to our house. This is literally how we roll. I like the idea that they live together like Bert and Ernie, like a terrible Bert and Ernie. That's an insult to Bert and Ernie. Shit, this goes on. Just like when you go to anybody else's house, you learn a lot about them from the pictures on the fridge to people that are in the house.
or your music videos that are constantly on a loop.
If I walked in
while you're trying to eat,
somebody's house in Florida Georgia Line was on TV, I would learn a lot about them immediately. We really want our fans to know who we are, where we've been, where we're headed. Now, somebody had to sit these fucking frosted tip morons down and say, okay, this is all about a brand. You got to connect with your fans. So we're going to write this thing for People Magazine. It's going to say over and over again, you just talk about how you want to connect with your fans. You're going to read it to People Magazine over the phone.
Ain't no better way to connect with your fans than have them come eat awful food.
Don't read it to that actual magazine. A reporter is going to call. FGL House, located in Sobro, will open in June.
Oh, hell.
The same month, the duo kick off the Smooth Tour, featuring Nelly, Chris Lane, and on select stadium dates, the Backstreet Boys.
What?
Look, I'm glad everybody that was ever good in country music is dead.
None of them have to see this. Kenny Rogers still around, isn't he?
He is still around. He had a restaurant.
Yes, I was about to say, like, he had chicken.
He had chicken.
Yeah. Minnie Pearl years ago had chicken.
Yeah,
I always think that has something to do with the falling out she had with Colonel Sanders.
They had a falling out.
I'm assuming that if you was in the 70s, they had to meet on more than a few occasions, and I just figured because they kind of dress alike, old-timey clothes, they probably...
They did. I think she should have married him. That would have been like the country Charles and Diana.
Yeah. If they saw each other, if they had a function, they got to say something to one another. So, I don't know if they share same tailor or whatever, whoever specialized old-timey clothes, whatever. But I wonder if when she opened that up, that was the end of that. I bet he felt betrayed.
Went to his grave feeling betrayed. Betrayed by Minnie Pearl. Can you imagine anything worse?
Ashes low, yeah, that hurt my heart because she's so sweet. That's the last person I think. Now, she has every right to run every kind of business she wants. She can make chicken or whatever she wants to. And in her defense, what else is she going to cook? You see her, that's fried chicken. That makes sense to me.
Okay, so a goulash.
She ain't gonna make goulash.
You wouldn't want Minnie Pearl's goulash.
No, Minnie Pearl fried chicken. Yeah, I'll take a bite of that. That sounds good. Church on the grounds, yeah.
Go on a picnic with Minnie Pearl. That's what she said about kissing. Remember that old Minnie Pearl joke about kissing the man with the mustache?
Yeah,
What is it?
Something fuzzy, something I don't know.
She doesn't mind going through a briar patch to get to a picnic.
There you go.
It's sexy.
Yeah.
Twitty Burger, that was a real restaurant. We looked.
He had everything though. He had a restaurant. What did he not have? Conway Twitty. That's a businessman right there. If there ever was a country, I guarantee you, he went to the grave with more money than the rest of them. I guarantee you.
He had Twitty City.
Twitty City. He had what?
He had his own bird.
Yep, cartoon bird. How many of them had that? How many of them had a little cartoon?
Well, Minnie Pearl and Colonel Sanders are kind of cartoons themselves.
Well, that's different though. Different.
Didn't Kenny Rogers have a cartoon bird for roasters?
He might have, but it's not the same. Twitty's cartoon bird, although I'm sure helped sell those hamburgers, Twitty Burgers, but did a lot more other things. It wasn't just that. It was on T-shirts. It was on record albums. I don't know, Kenny Rogers ever have an album with a roaster bird, whatever it is?
And maybe by the late 90s, I'm not sure.
I can't. I ain't listened to him since 19.
Can you sing like Kenny Rogers, real like gravelly?
I can't sing like Kenny Rogers. If I could, I wouldn't be doing this business. But I could sing like Kenny Rogers. Good Lord, I'd have 4 or 5 chicken stores. I tell you that.
I heard this here says. Hold on. This says that damn Po Folks, Bill Anderson. He wrote the song Po Folks, and he says
Whispering Bill Anderson.
Whispering Bill Anderson went into a Po Folks restaurant and said, "You stole my song," and they said they wrote him a check, I guess.
Yeah.
This says he was just so overwhelmed by the sweetness and the good food that he became their spokesman.
Right.
They
gave him some money, but still, they owe
you
it to
give
him.
Bill Anderson a check, he'll be like, "This is the greatest."
Well, I guarantee you what it did. Don't tell me that, because that's like Godfather or something like that. If you go in there, you got my name. You either going to put me out of business, I'm going to put you out of business, or you going to put me on the damn sign and I get a cut of this, or else. So they didn't have much of a choice, I tell you that right now.
I just can't imagine Bill Anderson threatening the staff of Po Folks.
Well, he had every right to. They just take your song like that. He wrote the damn song. They just take it and run with it and make a restaurant. He had every right to. He said, I'm either I'll shut you down, make you rule the day.
Is he holding like a big steak knife?
No,
they're all
he didn't
cowering behind the salad bar.
Whispering Bill Anderson, he get point across this with his,
Because he whispers.
There you go. Here,
and you got to lean in. That's how you make that point. Skull fuck you.
Hey, he didn't say anything like that. He never whispered anything like that. No, he just laid it online to him. Y'all rue the day you called it Po Folks, and I'll put you under,
Kenny Rogers, he whispers in a different way. He's whispering. But Kenny Rogers is like, lady.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Minnie Pearl, she didn't whisper. I was thinking all of them whisper.
She's loud.
She was loud as could be. Howdy. Yeah, just
what
loud
did
as
Colonel
could be.
Sanders do?
He wasn't loud or nothing. He didn't do,
I wish Florida Georgia Line would whisper. Let me read. Here's another article when they were talking about their coffee shop.
Oh, hell.
I just want to read one little thing. Chart-topping bro country duo Brian Kelly and Tyler Hubbard of Florida Georgia Line and their spouses were the buyers who paid $3.18 million for a pair of small Hillsborough Village office buildings. This is also in Nashville, folks.
Yeah.
And the cruise singers and their wives, Brittany and Haley. I just wanted to read the names of their wives. Brittany and Haley said they have plans for a retail store.
They gonna get a store. Everybody gonna get a store. Yeah.
One-of-a-kind coffee shop.
One-of-a-kind restaurant. I guarantee you it will be a one-of-a-kind coffee shop if they're running Florida Georgia Line videos in it.
What do you think a Twitty Burger tasted like?
I bet it's good. What did he do? Conway tweeted most everything he got involved in was good as far as I'm concerned.
He whispered a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit on the phone. Yeah, he call you, He call you.
He get low, maybe not whisper, but he can do that low gravel.
Oh, he get down there. Yes, I listen to you, baby.
Hello, darling.
Hello, darling. He call you up and whisper on the phone.
Nice to see you. Let me come back home. I'm sorry. Or did he apologize a lot? Seems like people apologize to him. Get that good Conway Twitty dick.
Hey.
That's what every song is about.
I know, but you don't
Except
say
maybe The Man in the Moon.
You don't say it like that. Conway Twitty romantic. What does how you say it? He he could sing about doing the business, but in a way that ain't filthy.
It's kind of filthy. I'm going to say if he just been like, then I fucked her pussy.
Hey.
I think that might have been less filthy than like, She's never been this far before.
All right.
Just like to touch. I can feel her nipples stiffen underneath.
Enough. I'm not going to sit
I'm
there
trying
and
to get
listen
some of
that.
that indecency. Get some of that press.
What?
Wouldn't it be great if we could get some press for being indecent?
I don't want anybody to think I'm indecent. I don't
Like
want
get
no press.
investigated by the government?
No, I don't want to be investigated by nothing. No.
Getting the newspaper. Oh, they indecent. Fire them from that podcast. If we got fired from our podcast, who would you want to see take it over?
How do you get fired from this? I understand Bill O'Reilly get fired, but this all he can do now, sit around the house and do this. Bless his heart.
Damn, here's a Conway Twitty recipe for his hamburger.
Well, let me hear that.
The chain shut down in 1971. That chain never lived to see Richard Nixon drummed out of office.
Yeah.
Here's a Conway Twitty Burger recipe. I just typed this in my phone. I don't know how authentic this is, but we're going to 4-ounce patty of ground sirloin.
Well, yeah.
What the? One large pineapple ring.
Oh, yeah, I've seen them done that way, yeah.
Graham cracker crumbs.
All right, getting better, yeah, keep going, yeah.
Somebody's shitting me.
Hey, watch
shortening.
Yep, that sounds good.
2 slices bacon. 2 slices. I wish I could read this like Conway Twitty. Make it all sexual.
All right, just read it.
Just
Tell
read
me
him.
Just tell me what it is.
2 slices bacon fried crisp.
Oh, yeah, it's getting good now.
See, you're getting turned on a little bit.
I'm getting hungry.
1 5-inch hamburger bun.
Yeah, okay.
Mayonnaise.
Well, yeah, you got to have mayonnaise on it, yeah.
Then down here it says cooked beef patty.
What?
Because when you start thinking about
All
Conway
right.
Twitty, you're thinking about one
right,
thing.
just-
And that's why his restaurant failed. Because when you think about Conway Twitty, you're thinking about somebody doing it and Conway Twitty's junk
Hey.
rubbing up against somebody
All
and
right.
a honky-tonk dance floor.
No, I just wanted to hear more about that Twitty Burger. Sounded good.
Cooked beef patty, dredged pineapple ring, and graham cracker crumbs, fry in shortening. Oh, so all the 3 weird ingredients go together.
Well, good, yeah.
Apply mayo to both hamburger buns. All right, that sounds good. Garnish burger with bacon and deep-fried pineapple ring.
Yeah.
Bon
Deep fried.
appetit. Bon appetit.
I'm going to eat some of that. Yeah, we'll try to, that may be coming handy for me. I don't know. If somebody own that recipe, I'm sure his family, you'd have to pay him off if you made it at home.
I think they're
wouldn't you?
fighting.
Yeah.
You may have to write 2 checks.
Well, hell, I ain't going to write 2 checks, huh?
Now's the time that we both have to go. Our podcast come out really great, we know. Our time is at an end, so until we meet again, we'll just have to say goodbye, friend. Saying bye-bye always brings us down. But our bags are packed and we have to leave town. A postcard to you we will send if a stamp to us you'll lend, so we can write and say
Very strange not doing a sponsor.
Should
but-
we have done sponsors?
Well, it's a special news alert. That's when special news alert comes on.
You don't have sponsors.
It turns a commercial off. That's remember back in before CNN, when it was just regular news and you had a special alert, special news.
Special alert.
bulletin.
They didn't cut to a commercial. They
No,
just broke
you
in.
cut away from it. You'd be in the middle of a commercial, and all of a sudden it'd cut the commercial
Yeah,
off.
You're right. Well,
So-
I guess we could say my sponsor was Twitty Burger,
No.
and
that
your
don't-
sponsor was Florida Georgia Line Restaurant.
No, hell no.
Yeah.
No,
That's
don't
your
you
sponsor.
dare write that anywhere. Don't you write no Florida Georgia Line. No, sir. No, sir. Don't you dare do that.